Most people will ignore your struggle. They won't ask if you're pushing, and they won't notice when you fail. Life doesn't wait for anyone, and the truth is simple: if you want something, you have to fight for it yourself. While you hesitate, someone else is grinding. While you doubt yourself, someone else is getting stronger. Effort is invisible in the beginning. No one applauds the early mornings or the sacrifices that nobody sees. Comfort will try to kill your ambition. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into years, and the person you wanted to become feels out of reach, not because it was impossible, but because you stopped pushing when it got hard. The responsibility is yours. Every extra step, every moment of discipline, every choice. You either keep moving, or you stay behind. The difference is clear: some people wait for recognition, and others become unstoppable without it. In this video, you'll learn why nobody cares, why discipline beats motivation, and how to push harder than anyone else to reach the life you want. Part 1. Accept the truth. Face the truth: nobody is going to wait for you. Life doesn't slow down when you feel tired, when you feel lost, or when you feel like giving up. Nobody is going to cheer for your effort, notice your struggle, or remind you to keep going. The world moves forward, and it doesn't care about your excuses or your reasons. You have to understand that waiting for recognition or support will only keep you stuck. Progress doesn't come from hoping others will notice or motivate you. It comes from pushing yourself when nobody is watching, from continuing when it feels impossible, and from refusing to let your circumstances define your future. Accept that the responsibility for your success lies entirely with you. Part 2. Ignore the noise. Stop waiting for validation. Nobody is going to constantly tell you that you are doing well or notice every small step you take. People are busy chasing their own lives, their own problems, and their own goals. Their attention, their applause, and their approval are not guaranteed, and they are not coming for you. The world doesn't owe you recognition. It doesn't owe you support. If you wait for others to give it, you will be waiting forever. The more you wait for others to recognize your effort, the more you waste time and energy that could be used to build yourself. Every moment you spend hoping for someone else to care is a moment lost, a chance wasted, a step you could have taken toward your growth. You have to stop looking outside for motivation and start finding it inside yourself. Strength comes from within, from the quiet decisions you make when nobody is watching, when no one is there to cheer you on. Learn to focus only on your own path. Block out the distractions, the opinions, and the comparisons that pull you away from what you need to do. The world will always have noise, people telling you what's impossible, criticizing your choices, or ignoring your progress, but your growth cannot depend on them. Every comment, every glance, every voice that doubts or dismisses you is irrelevant unless you let it control you. Your attention is a weapon. Protect it. Use it to move forward. When you ignore the noise, you gain clarity. You gain power. You gain freedom, the freedom to push harder, to stay consistent, and to keep moving forward without waiting for anyone to cheer you on. You learn to trust yourself more than anyone else. That is how real progress happens. That is how you grow beyond limits, how you build strength quietly, and how you prepare for the success that will eventually speak for itself. Part 3. Embrace the grind. Work in silence. The path to success is never loud at first. The early mornings, the long hours, the small sacrifices, they often go unnoticed. Nobody will cheer for you when you're putting in the work nobody else sees. Nobody will celebrate the steps you take in private, the moments you push yourself past fatigue, or the choices you make to keep moving when it would be easier to quit. Every drop of sweat, every extra hour, every time you force yourself to continue while your body and mind beg for rest, these are the moments that define who you become. Progress is invisible in the beginning, and that is exactly why most people fail. They want recognition before they earn it. They want applause before they put in the effort. But growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in the quiet, in the discipline, in the repeated decisions to keep going even when the world doesn't care. Every hour you dedicate, every challenge you face alone, every step you take when nobody notices, it adds up. It builds strength, resilience, and power that will one day become impossible to ignore. The grind is not meant to be comfortable. It is meant to prepare you. It is meant to test your limits, to separate those who dream from those who achieve. It is meant to teach patience when the world moves fast, to teach endurance when the journey feels endless, and to teach focus when distractions are everywhere. The work you do in silence is what turns potential into results. You may feel invisible now, and that is exactly what will make your eventual success undeniable. Do not underestimate the power of consistency. Every small action, every single day you push yourself forward, compounds into something far greater than you can see right now. The path is long, the effort is heavy, and the struggle is constant, but that struggle is your teacher, your forge, your opportunity. You are building strength that nobody can give you, and nobody can take away. Push harder than yesterday. Show up even when no one is watching. Keep building yourself in quiet determination. Accept that no one will notice your hard work for a long time, and let that knowledge drive you. That is how you turn effort into achievement. How you turn patience into progress, and how you transform the life you want into the life you actually deserve. Part 4. Reject comfort. Refuse to settle. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It feels safe, it feels easy, and it whispers to you that you are doing enough, but that voice is lying. Settling into comfort slowly kills your ambition, dulls your edge, and keeps you far from the person you were meant to become. The longer you stay in the easy zone, the more time passes without growth, and the farther your dreams slip away. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and months turn into years, while your potential fades quietly because you chose ease over effort. Growth does not come from comfort. It comes from challenge, from struggle, from pushing yourself beyond the limits your mind and body want to obey. Every time you refuse to take the easy path, every time you push through fear, boredom, or resistance, you are building strength, resilience, and character. You are training yourself to thrive where others quit, to advance where others stop, and to succeed in situations most people avoid. Rejecting comfort is not a one-time decision, it is a daily choice. It is choosing to face discomfort with determination, to do the work even when it is hard, and to embrace the struggle as a necessary part of becoming exceptional. Comfort is temporary, but the results of hard work last forever. The longer you chase ease, the farther you fall behind. The longer you embrace the grind, the stronger, sharper, and more unstoppable you become. Your ambition cannot grow in safety. It cannot expand in the absence of challenge. Refuse to settle, refuse to pause for ease, and refuse to let the world's distractions trick you into believing that good enough is enough. Your growth, your future, and your potential depend on your ability to reject comfort and keep moving forward, no matter how hard it feels. Part 5. Build discipline. Push when motivation disappears. Motivation is fleeting, it comes in bursts and disappears just as quickly. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or unsure if what you are doing even matters. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. It is the decision to continue, the commitment to show up, and the refusal to quit, even when it is uncomfortable, inconvenient, or unnoticed. Show up when energy fades. There will be times when your body and mind scream for rest. There will be moments when every part of you wants to stop. Discipline is forcing yourself to rise anyway. It is the quiet strength that allows you to act even when you do not feel like it. It is not flashy, it is not praised, and it is often invisible, but it is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Discipline is the engine that turns effort into results. Every small step you take consistently, every repeated action done with focus, compounds over time. The early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the moments no one sees, these are not wasted. Discipline transforms them into progress, resilience, and power. It builds the foundation for success, long before anyone notices or recognizes it. When you commit to discipline, you no longer depend on fleeting motivation or the approval of others. You rely on yourself. You create momentum from within. Discipline becomes a habit, a mindset, and a way of life. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, the quiet engine driving you toward the life you refuse to settle for. Part 6. Own your choices. Take full responsibility for your life. Every decision you make, every step you take, every late night you spend working while others rest, it all belongs to you. Nobody else will live your life for you, and nobody else can carry your dreams. The results you want, the person you want to become, and the success you are chasing are all determined by the choices you make each day. Your future is not built on luck, comfort, or hope. It is built on the decisions you make consistently, even when it is hard, inconvenient, or lonely. Your comfort, your excuses, and your fears will always try to take control. They will whisper that it's okay to wait, that tomorrow is enough, that you deserve rest before the work is done. But real growth comes when you refuse to let them. When you own your choices, you accept that your actions shape your future. You stop blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck, and you start using every challenge as fuel to push forward. Every sacrifice you make, every effort you put in, every moment you refuse to quit strengthens the person you are becoming and builds a foundation no one can take away. Ownership is not easy. It is demanding. It forces you to confront your mistakes, face your weaknesses, and take full accountability for your successes and failures alike. It forces you to learn from the pain and adjust without expecting anyone else to fix what you did wrong. But it is also empowering. When you embrace this responsibility, you gain control over your destiny. You realize that your life is not a story written by others, it is your story, and every decision you make is a sentence, a paragraph, a chapter. You begin to understand that nothing comes without effort, that real change requires courage, and that your life is built one choice at a time. Owning your choices gives you freedom. Freedom from waiting, from excuses, and from the illusion that anyone else can make your dreams real. It allows you to focus on your path, push through resistance, and grow stronger with each challenge. Every choice you make becomes a step forward, and every step builds momentum that no one can stop. This is the foundation of unstoppable strength. The bridge between your current self and the person you were meant to become. It is the decision to stop depending on anyone else and start relying fully on yourself, the moment where ordinary effort becomes extraordinary results. Part 7. Outwork everyone. Move faster, stay longer, and fight harder than anyone around you. The world is full of people who dream, who plan, and who talk about what they want, but very few are willing to put in the work when nobody is watching. To rise above them, you must be willing to do what others refuse. You must push yourself beyond their limits, go the extra mile, and stay consistent even when it feels impossible. While others wait for recognition, you keep going in silence. While they pause, complain, or take breaks, you continue. Understand this: the true difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not luck, talent, or opportunity, it is effort. The people who rise are the ones who consistently outwork everyone else. They show up when it's hard, grind when it's lonely, and keep fighting even when it seems like nothing is changing. Every extra hour, every repeated action, every sacrifice you make compounds into unstoppable momentum. Your results will eventually speak louder than anyone's words, louder than the noise, louder than the doubt. Outworking everyone requires more than physical effort. It demands mental toughness, focus, and relentless discipline. It means refusing to be satisfied with average. It means pushing through pain, boredom, and fear without looking for shortcuts. You cannot rely on anyone else to work harder for you, to fight for you, or to carry you forward. Your success depends entirely on your willingness to outwork everyone else. Day after day, in silence, without recognition, without applause. The path is not easy. It is not glamorous. It is lonely and exhausting. But the strength, skill, and power you build while others rest or quit will set you apart forever. When the world finally notices, it will not be because anyone helped you. It will be because you refused to stop, refused to settle, and refused to be ordinary. You became unstoppable in silence. You outworked everyone, and the results cannot be denied. Part 8. Transform yourself. Push past excuses, doubt, and fear. Every time you feel like stopping, every time your mind whispers that it's too hard, every time the world seems against you, push anyway. Growth does not come from comfort or ease. It comes from doing the work when it is difficult, from continuing when you feel weak, and from refusing to let fear decide your future. Work harder than yesterday. Every small improvement, every extra hour, every repeated action compounds into strength and progress. You are not competing with anyone else, you are competing with the version of yourself who gave up, who settled, or who chose comfort over growth. Focus on becoming stronger, faster, and more disciplined than you were yesterday. And you will slowly transform into someone unstoppable. Refuse to stop until you reach the person you were meant to become. The journey will not be easy. There will be days of struggle, moments of doubt, and nights when it feels like nothing is working. But those are the moments that matter most. Those are the moments where champions are built, where resilience is forged, and where ordinary effort becomes extraordinary. Now it's your turn. Stop waiting for anyone to believe in you. Stop waiting for permission, recognition, or motivation. Take control, push harder, and keep moving forward. And if this video inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe for more motivation, and share it with someone who needs to hear the truth today.